How's it going, everybody? And we are back with another episode of my Giants rebuild. Now, just a little bit of an order of business right now. I have been having some issues with this game, like lag-wise. And I'm gonna hop into this preseason game to show you what I mean here in a bit. But as you can see, I'm not really lagging right now. But I have my graphics turned all the way down. I have my computer on performance mode. And even then, I can go into franchise settings or is it franchise settings? I guess not. User settings, graphics. Um as you can see, I have my graphics all the way down to low. Um yep, it's all the way down to low. And I have my computer on performance mode. And even then, the like cinematic things, they run super smoothly, but the actual game itself does not. It's super choppy. I can't do like anything. I don't know if it gets picked up on the recording, really.
Some term.
But Tyrone Tracy, you're not ready. I also know that the running back thing just doesn't work. It doesn't work for running backs. Hello Cam. But I know that sometimes lag doesn't get picked up on recordings super well, but we're gonna play offense only. We're gonna load up just to prove a point. This is preseason, so it doesn't matter. And this is why I am not going to be doing Superstar for a little bit, because I do a lot of playing in that, just sort of necessarily. So as you can see, this all runs super smoothly. The cinematic this is running super smoothly right now because it's a little cinematic. Let me open up this halfback dive, right? Suddenly, I'm in the game. I'm actually in the gameplay part, and it's all super choppy. And I have so much less time to react to changes because of the lag. These rushes could probably go for maybe another 5 yards, but I can't react to what's going on properly. That was fully, I didn't have time to even do anything anyway, but like that was super laggy. I had no opportunity to start doing anything. Super choppy there. I threw and it looked good, and by the time the ball was throwing, it didn't look good anymore because lag. I have no ability to predict where the ball will be on a throw. We're going to go ahead. We're going to kick this field goal. At least I can see the meter now. They fixed that issue with the same update that introduced the lag. You know, ever since the big update last week, it has been super laggy. To the point where it is hard to do literally anything. Especially through the air. I might be able to do this just because it's a long ball, it's a deep ball, but with the difficulty setting of not being rookie, and also the fact that it's Jameis Winston and you can't apparently throw an accurate ball to save his life because that was so far ahead of my guy. Yeah. Me trying to hit stick and I can't really do anything because of, yeah. So as you can kind of tell, normally I'm not this bad. Even if you can't see the lag, you should know that normally I don't struggle this much if you've watched any of my videos before. The only reason that was as successful a passing play as it was is because of the fact that it was a screen, which means it very quickly just essentially becomes a run play. Thank goodness he held on to that, because that was, I thought he might break free, and my reads are even, that might have been a poor read for me normally, but my reads are even harder to get correct. And, like, what was that juke? Like, the lag canceled out any of the sideways motion of the juke, it looked like. So just sort of necessarily. It is much harder.
First down, New York.
Here's Winston, first and 10.
A gain of 2. Brings up second down.
After this, I am switching to Super Sim for the rest of the game. Because as we saw earlier, Super Sim doesn't have these issues at all. Skip the moment. Cancel the sim. Here we go. Custom play options. No, here we go. Jump forward. End of game. There we go. So we're just gonna sim to the end of the game from here. Because that actually works, kind of. So there we go. And see, now the cinematic is super smooth because I'm on performance mode with low graphics. But honestly, even with high graphics on non-performance mode, I get the same amount of lag in the game. Like, I don't know what they did to de-optimize the game so much with this last update. But my goodness, who got injured? Hudson and Hall, I do not care. Okay. So let's go ahead, let us sim to the regular season. And so first thing, just as always, the draft class strength. Strong, except for kickers and punters who are very strong for the fun of it. We're going to keep auto-generated rookies. Now let's take a look at my lineup here. Evan Neal might develop here. 25, already in his 4th year. We just don't have anybody better because Slaughter's already our center. Taylor, Jawan Taylor. He's a stand-in for right now. So these two are going to develop. I really like our rookie Caden Green. Looks excellent. Jackson Dart, Cam Scadaboo. We have Malik Neighbors back. We made it to the playoffs last time. This is a good team. Our defense, we could use a better strong safety for sure. So I'm going to go ahead, and while we are at it, let's take a look at these prospects, shall we? So, one thing that you can look for is, let's see if we can't find us a USC strong safety. None in here. Let's see. Okay, let's see if there's maybe any USC free safeties. Because USC typically has good safeties. No. Okay. Because if there were any USC safeties, I would favorite them right now. So the thing you can look for is safeties out of USC with high hit power. They always are really good. But because, as you can see, you can kind of look right under the name there of the person on the top there. There you can see their school. There are no USC safeties. And this is in the national, so that is the entire nation has no USC safeties. Which is not great. Now, normally, I would play the moments of one of these games. And I kind of want to, but like we just saw how laggy this can be. So we are going to sim only until the playoffs. And even then I might sim unless it's the Super Bowl. Like I'm sorry to have no gameplay. I'm sorry if there's like no gameplay in this video. It's just other than that, I need to get a video out. But man, Madden has not been good to me. So we beat the LA Rams 32-14. Let's take a look at the recap then.
The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA
I haven't looked at any
Sports
recaps in
Weekly
any videos
Recap
lately,
for
so
Week 1.
I do like this
Plenty to
feature.
get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions
So the
at home to
Lions
take on
are
the
gonna
Atlanta
take out the
Falcons.
Falcons here.
And this
Big
is
play by Jahmyr
Jahmyr
Gibbs.
He's going to hustle his way to the end
Now
zone.
see, because this
10
is a
yards
cinematic, it
on the
actually looks
touchdown.
good.
The Lions wind up winning this one.
Now the Lions
in front of
don't
a home
sim
crowd
very well,
to
I
begin
find.
the new season.
The Titans
From there, let's go to
versus the
Music
Texans.
City,
Yep.
Nashville, Tennessee.
There is no
Check in on the
CJ Stroud. It's
Titans
just a floating
as they
ball.
host the Houston Texans.
And whoever he threw to doesn't
And
exist either.
this is Tank Dell.
Oh, there we go.
He's going to pull this
Tank
one
Dell,
in,
okay.
and then he sets his sights towards the end zone.
Yeah, you can
It's a
see the low graphics. You can tell that
59-yard touchdown.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my
Texans
best
come
to
away
make
with the
this game
victory
playable.
on the road
And it
in the
just
season opener.
isn't right now.
One more to bring you.
I
Let's go
don't
to
know what they
Arlington. The
changed.
Cowboys
Because I had
hosting
no
the
problems
Washington
before
Commanders.
last, Thursday. But whatever big
And
update they
this
rolled
is
out
Rashad
really
White.
broke the game.
He's trying to get the season off on the right foot, and I think he just did. Both feet, as a matter of fact.
It's cool to see these plays, but it's not as fun
The
as
Commanders
playing
move
the
to
game. And
1-0.
I'm
They
sorry.
get the victory in the season
I'm sorry. I
opener.
just can't do anything
That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen.
about the
Good
lag.
night from all of us at EA Sports.
The best option I have is to literally just sit there and turn the difficulty down to rookie. Which even then I've tried. It's just not fun for me. But at least it would make games winnable potentially, or at least more winnable. But honestly, I don't think it's worth it to do that, because it's still easier. It's still basically I automatically win. It's just now I also am not having fun with it. So if we're gonna make it legitimate, if I'm gonna play the game, I want it to be at least losable, and putting it to rookie difficulty, even with the lag, doesn't accomplish that really. So we're gonna keep it on this difficulty level. I'm still gonna have no fun with any time I'm playing, but that's just how the game is right now. So let's go ahead, let's sim to the next week here. Ugh. Okay. So, player negotiations. Kayvon Thibodeau, I would like to keep. I have $70 million. Kayvon wants to stay. Let's give him 5 years. Let's keep him in. You like everything about it, but you need more. You have a lot of interest. What is Deontay Banks? He wants to be here. He'd be cornerback 3. Lance Hall is just younger. So there's no real reason to spend the money on you. Bobby Okereke. Okay, we are gonna need a mic. We're gonna give him 3 years, 13 million. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I just don't think Deontay Banks is worth it. Drew Tranquil, I'd love to keep around for sure. He wants to be here even. Yeah, 3 years. Let's bump it up to 11 mil just to make sure, because clearly that interest, as we just saw with Kayvon Thibodeau, doesn't necessarily mean anything. Devin Singletary. Backup running backs are important, but we've got Audric Estime and Eric Gray already, and you don't want to be here, so what's the point in giving you money when you're already that low of overall anyway? Jalen Hyatt. Might be a good Darius Slayton replacement potentially. Yeah, we'll give him 2 years. We'll give him that offer. That seems good to me. John Michael Schmitz Jr. No, there's no reason to keep him around. Jeremy Ruckert. Decent backup. I'll give him the 4 years there. Eric Gray. Why not keep you around? Give you 4 years. That should bump you up to enough. Yep, there we go. We're absolutely gonna accept Malik Neighbors' 5th-year option when it comes to that. Graham Gano is getting old. He might not want to stay for long, but if he does, if he does not retire at the end of this year, he's good enough to keep around. Well, actually, no. Why would I waste money on him? To be honest, Graham Gano's out of here. Anybody under 70 overall is not worth considering. Jameis is probably going to retire, and even if he doesn't, we can find another backup much easier than that. Okay, now Mike and safety seem to be our biggest things that we need. Let's go ahead. Let's view the prospects in the nation. So obviously we have some decent options for safety potentially. Not the best, but it'll do. The thing is, there are necessarily more safety options than Mike options, because there are 2 positions for safety, and in this game they are basically interchangeable. So I've got all those guys, whereas Mike, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to favorite the top guys at each the top projected guys at each position. But for right now, we could also use offensive tackle, which is apparently a strength of this region because we want to get rid of Evan Neal. He's not going to do well for us, probably. And honestly, yeah, that wouldn't have probably helped us anyway for either of those. Now for here, this region, the central, let me actually do a little bit of work. So Mike is probably not. I almost want to go safety over Mike. The best Mike region is the Northeast. Well, no, the best Mike region was the West, actually, but that's fine. The best free safety region gonna be the Southeast, and the best strong safety region is the Southeast and Northeast. So Central, I'm good with going Mike, and then Northeast, Southeast. So linebacker here, yeah, so Mike, and then Northeast, Southeast, we're gonna go. Offensive tackle is also good here, is the thing. We really need safety more than anything else. And then we can put national to be tackle or whatever. Who has been injured? Tyrone Tracy, Abdul Carter, and Drew Tranquil are all injured. That's rough. That's really rough. All right. Well, from here, we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim to the midseason. We're going to get there. We're going to check out our stats. We're going to check out our record. So, oh, we got a weekly award. Bobby Okereke getting Defensive Player of the Week in Week 7. Okereke and Dart getting Player of the Week in Week 6. Those were our first players of the week in Week 6. We're sitting at 6-1. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. So that national focus, yeah, we're gonna leave it at O tackle. I think that works well for me. So let's take a look at these stats. Jackson Dart is the number 3 for passing yards. Wandale Robinson is number 1 in the league for receiving yards. Okay. 5th in the NFL for passing touchdowns and 2nd for passer rating. Okay. Cam Scadaboo, 15th for rushing yards, 11th for rushing touchdowns, and 14th for carries. Wandale Robinson, 4th for receiving yards, or 1st for receiving yards, 4th for touchdowns, and I didn't see carrying. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the nation off the back of that. So, obviously, Justin Herbert is the number 1 passer for yards. Number 1 for touchdowns is Jared Goff. Lamar Jackson and Arch Manning have thrown 0 interceptions thus far. Arch Manning, a rookie at that. He's doing really good. And most interceptions is J.J. McCarthy with 9. Completion percentage, Caleb Williams has the worst. I don't like to see that because that is my quarterback. As you can tell, I'm a Bears fan. For those of you who are new, J.J. McCarthy has the highest completion percentage, even with those interceptions. But Drake May and Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson have tied him on that. Yards per game goes to Justin Herbert, obviously. Rating, only Jared Goff is higher than Dart. Yards per attempt goes to Jackson Dart. Longest pass is Jalen Hurts with 93. Most time, so Lamar Jackson has been sacked the least. That does make sense. Jackson Dart and Jared Goff tied for 2nd at 10, though. Bryce Young has been sacked the most. So rushing, it's Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Christian McCaffrey. I do kind of think actually that our playbook might be rough because we're doing Eagles playbook. I think maybe because Saquon is not a power back, right? He's an elusive back. I think it might be more benefiting to switch to Ravens because Derrick Henry is a power back. Jonathan Taylor also a power back. Colts might be good, maybe. But the point of that is Cam Scadaboo is not an elusive back, and so maybe this playbook is favoring Saquon, is not favoring him as much as it should be. Now, Wan'Dale Robinson leading the league is unexpected for a team that, as we know, if we go back to the actual team, has Malik Neighbors, who has not been doing great. He just hasn't been targeted nearly as much, and he also has less average yards per reception. Wan'Dale Robinson doing great. Kind of see who leads the league and kind of want to see who leads the league in defense. So defensive stuff. Tremaine Edmonds of the Bears with the most tackles. He has the most solo tackles, and the most assists is going to go to Fred Warner. Most tackle for loss is going to go to Jalen Carter. Most sacks in the league, Josh Hines Allen with 10.5. Most interceptions goes to Bobby Okereke, leading the league in interceptions with 6. That's crazy. Most interception return yards is Dion Henley with 59. Average is Cooper DeJean. He had 1 for 23. Longest is Cooper DeJean with his 23-yarder. Most pass deflections is Ernest Jones the 4th. Most forced fumbles is going to go to Charvarius Ward, Jamel Dean, Andrew Makuba, and Quinyon Mitchell. So Eagles apparently leading the league in forced fumbles. Fumble recoveries: Charvarius Ward, Jamel Dean, Quinyon Mitchell, Cameron Curl, Aiden Hutchinson, Jalen Carter. It's a lot of people with 2. All the way down to Jordan Whitehead there. Fumble return yards: Charvarius Ward, Jamel Dean, Quinyon Mitchell, Aiden Hutchinson, Sean Dolak, Dion Henley, and Jordan Whitehead, all with 2. Blake Cashman, Reed Blankenship, Tyler Newbin, and Avion Terrell, the rookie, all have blocked kicks. Any safeties: Karen Johnson, Jamian Sherwood, Oladejo, Jared Verse, and Zane Durant all have 1. No defensive touchdowns yet on the game. And most downs played is going to go to Xavier Watts, who has not led the league in anything. So what is he even doing, really? Yeah, not much. He's on the field a lot, but he isn't doing much. We are actually first in total offensive yards and top 10 defense. Second in points scored. And that doesn't tell me what we are in points allowed, so let me go to that. Third in points allowed. So we are actually going crazy. So at the bye week, we are 7-1. The 2 seed, because the Lions have played 1 fewer game than us and haven't lost any. So the Buccaneers are winless right now, as are my Chicago Bears. Okay. Abdul Carter injured again. Like, how are we managing to be a top 10 defense without Abdul Carter? Like, what is actually happening with that? So just keep advancing the week, I suppose. So, okay, we have the 1 seed because the Lions just lost that game. Whoever wins this one is going to solidify control over the NFC for right now. And it's going to be us. We are staying atop of the NFC at 8-1. Over the favored Lions, we barely sneak out a victory there. Let's take a look at this mock draft. The Bears are projected to get the number 1 overall pick. Bills projected to win the Super Bowl over the Ravens. That's odd. That literally can't happen. I'm assuming it's just Madden. Um, but let's go ahead and that's just Madden being Madden, I'm assuming. But so yeah, the Ravens have their own pick, and oh, they're projected to get that pick from us. We are projected to win the Super Bowl. Okay. By that I mean they have our first round pick. We are projected to win the Super Bowl, and so they're going to get that pick from us if we do that. So against the Jaguars, we win. Another new injury. It's Malik Neighbors. Andrew Tranquil again. Andrew Tranquil again. What are we actually doing here? Wandale Robinson still leading the league in receiving yards. Bobby Okereke still leading the league in interceptions. Tremaine Edmonds still leading the lead in tackles. Bet he wishes he was on a different team in this timeline. And we lose to the Texans for a second loss of the season. We are still the 1 seed because we have the tiebreaker over the Lions. The Bears only have 1 win. This hurts me to see. So let's go ahead. Let's focus some players. So at Mike, what do we got? I like that he has A awareness and A play recognition. Awareness, by the way, is like most of the time the number one factor in a player's overall. He's also a scheme fit, so why not? Let's select him. At free safety. Earl Gore. He is kind of looking the best right now. Well, maybe Dom Raymond is actually. Maybe. Let's see. Let's take a look before I make a decision there at strong safeties. Yeah, I actually like both of these free safeties more than either strong safety than any strong safety. So we're gonna go after them. That is gonna be our thing there. I know the safety that we need is strong safety, but again, in Madden you can basically convert, and you don't really lose overall. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. It is projected to be us at the 1 seed, Ravens at the 1 seed still. Lions and Vikings projected to make it out of the NFC North. We're also projected to have the Eagles and the Commanders out of our division in the playoffs. So there you go. From here we can go ahead and we can sim to the playoffs. So let's see how much of that playoff bracket comes true. We're also going to look at our season stats. So at 11-6, the Vikings are going to get the bye week. We lost to the Titans. That's not great. Wandale Robinson, number 2 in the league for receiving yards. Bobby Okereke, tied for second for interceptions. Tremaine Edmonds still leading the league in tackles and total tackles. 11th offense in yards. We fell off hard. 14th in defensive yards. Cam Scadaboo, 6th in rushing yards. Points scored 12th. Points allowed 4th. Okay. So there you go. We were still good at stopping being scored on, but that was, yeah. We did not have that great of a year. If we go ahead, let's take a look at his stats from last year. They we're worse overall, but not by much. So we will be playing this. I'm gonna try playing the moments here. We did just beat them in our last game of the regular season. And we're going up against them again in the playoffs immediately. So, defense needs my help.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here first and goal.
And Saquon just runs it in with no difficulty. Realistically, they would have tush pushed, but that's just a QB sneak in this game, and the game doesn't like to call QB sneaks.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
No first down for him, but he's got over 5 yards an attempt. We're going to run commit. That's the end of the first quarter. I think we're getting first rounded here, folks.
7-0 is our score. We're back. Upstate New York in just a moment.
Potentially.
Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it second and 1.
All right.
Just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short run. Right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to get it with the QB sneak.
At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 31. First and goal, Philadelphia.
We just barely stop him. I don't really know what he's going to do here. Probably pass, actually. No, he is going to run it. He's going to hand it off, and we do get the stop. We're going to run commit up the middle. And they're going to get it off the QB sneak, because of course they will. 2-minute drill, get some points. Yay!
From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Malik Neighbors does come down with it. Eagles going to call a timeout.
They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here comes Dart.
Oh, he doesn't hold on. Needs to hold on to those. Needs to hold on to those.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4. 3rd and short. Here's Dart.
Gonna run quite a bit of hurry up because I'm trying to score. Oh, hit as I release it. Does stop the clock though. Oh. I wasn't even hit as I threw it, just got my arm caught on. Oh, man. Oh! Not even a miscommunication, it just... Oh, that's a bad one. That's a miss. I can't properly time my kicks because of the lag. They're going for it on 4th and 3rd. I'm going to pass commit. turnover on downs is going to stop the clock. We don't get the ball back to try to score. But we're going to get the ball here. We did get the ball back. It's just I don't get control. And my O-line did not hold up. My O-line did not hold up long enough for a quick pass. Because that was what I was going for, was a quick pass, and it didn't do anything because my O-line, it crumbled like toilet paper. Oh, he needs to hold on to that. They turned the ball over to us. Thank goodness. Oh, he didn't run his route I was expecting to turn. Ugh. But we still get the ball into his hands. Thank goodness for that. Chose the wrong play. Oops. Hit the wrong button. First and goal from the 2. I can't truck properly because the timing for trucking needs to be down. You need to get it down perfectly, and I, like, with the lag, that is super difficult to do. The guy I was controlling wouldn't even try to get around that edge, even though I was telling him to. Wouldn't even make a single move against the tackle there.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. Animal. Comes to the line now.
Defense is already the most difficult thing to play, and with this lag, that's a score. That's a score because I blew the coverage and I couldn't do anything. I turned. Like, you can watch me get control and turn because I was still trying to control the guy I was already controlling, and I didn't move off the stick when I switched to a guy to try to block that from being a touchdown, try to stop that touchdown. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, that's on me. Yeah. Oh, man. The Giants fall here. You know what? Yeah. This is gonna be a longer episode. It's been a while, and I'm probably not gonna get as many episodes out because of this lag issue. So we're gonna do another season. So let's go ahead. Let's sim to the Super Bowl. I want to see who's in the Super Bowl. It's Eagles Bills. Josh Allen MVP. Coach of the Year is Andy Marshall. In the AFC, Offensive Player of the Year, Ladd McConkey. Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bonito. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Arch Manning. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Zane Durant. Actually, Eugene Wilson III also very high on that list. The Chiefs got Mekhi Lemon. That's actually crazy. Torian York. Yeah, okay. Best quarterback, Josh Allen. Best running back, Omarion Hampton. Best wide receiver, Ladd McConkey. Best offensive lineman, Quentin Nelson. Best defensive lineman, Nick Bonito. Best linebacker, Peyton Wilson. Best defensive back, Denzel Ward. Best kicker, Taimi Fairbairn. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Puka Nacua. Defensive Player of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Garrett Nussmeier. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Mateo Uiagalelei. I don't know how to actually pronounce that name. That is me trying my best. Best quarterback, Jordan Love. Best running back, Saquon Barkley. Cam Scatterbo at number 3. That's pretty solid. Best wide receiver, Puka Nacua. Wandale Robinson at 3. Best offensive lineman, Chris Lindstrom. Best defensive lineman, Aiden Hutchinson. Best linebacker, Dorian Williams. Best defensive back, AJ Terrell Jr. Best kicker, Jason Myers. Hello, Kyler Gordon. Yeah. Definitely a struggle. Who's going to go ahead and win the Super Bowl? The Bills just barely miss out on their first franchise Super Bowl win, as the Eagles go back to back to back with the first ever NFL Super Bowl three-peat. Something that the Chiefs were looking to do in 2024. The Bears are going to get that first overall pick. The Bills are getting my... Well, I have the 24th overall pick. The Bills are getting my 21st overall. I should not take Charles Parks. That's a bad idea. Retirements. EJ Speed, Andrew DePaula, Von Miller, Calvin Ridley, CJ Ham, DeMarcus Lawrence, Eric Kendricks, Daquan Jones, Darren Waller, Brandon Cooks, Laramie Tunzel, Bobby Wagner, Nick Moore, Ronnie Stanley, Matthew Stafford, Garrett Bradbury, Morgan Moses, Graham Glasgow. Kevin Byard retires off the Jets, as does Jonnu Smith. Our kicker, Graham Gano, does retire, as expected. George Kittle retires. That's big. Tyreek Hill is going to retire. Nobody knows who James Winchester is. I guarantee you that, because nobody pays attention to long snappers. Mike Evans retires. Justin Simmons. Evan Engram retires. Darius Slay Jr. Patrick Scales. Tyler Conklin, Joe Tooney, Grady Jarrett retire off the Bears. So the Bears are probably going to be even weaker this year. But yeah. So let's go into Coach Central abilities. Let's get that boosted up. We do have Scouts Honor. So we do have the Tier 3 Scouts right now. Like if I go into Scout College Players and I go into my Scouts. Oh, they're actually not all Tier 3s. That's something I need to go ahead and do. I forgot to do that apparently. Okay. That's probably something I should have done at the beginning of this year because I did in the last episode. It's been a while. I'm not at the top of my A game. But oh, that's right. We need to go ahead and accept the option of Malik Neighbors and Kayvon Thibodeau. 7 years, $15 million. Brother, you were interested, and that was more than... How much would a franchise tag? That is not worth it. It's cheaper to just pick him back up in free agency. Okay. So Kayvon Thibodeau needs to be our top person in free agency. Retirement of DeMonte Kazi. So, I mean, I know I said that. Well, no, Joey Bosa is too old. Let's actually go ahead. Let's pick up Chris Boswell. Let's pick up the Boz. $7 years, $7 million. Actually, I'm his only offer. Withdraw, because nobody offers kickers. I forgot about that. Yeah, 1 year, all that. There you go. Pretty simple. Actually, he's probably gonna just immediately accept that. I can go lower. I can go lower. Chris Boswell. 1 year, $4.5 million. Kind of a weak offer, but nobody else is offering him anything. So Joey Bosa is too old. Khalil Mack definitely too old. Andrew Van Ginkel is getting old. Kayvon Thibodeau is where it's at for us, I think. $4 years, $16 million. It's a great offer. Puts us ahead of the Commanders. I'd hate for him to go to the Commanders just because he refused to be reasonable. Listen, Ardarius Washington could be a decent, strong safety. Option for us. If I convert him over to that position. We're tied for the Browns. I don't really care. A lot of punters. Any Mike linebackers we could use, because we could use a Mike linebacker 2, or frankly even a Mike linebacker 1. Nobody who's really gonna be taking that place for Bobby Okereke. But Zaire Franklin would come in and be, oh, I can't afford him. At least not right now. So let's go ahead and eval my offers, my signings. No! Oh, it's at Mike. Okay, okay. So I do still have 2 active negotiations. Top 100, Chris Boswell and Ardarius Washington haven't decided. We did get Kayvon Thibodeau. I forgot. I realized it didn't show because, yeah, okay. Available at Mike linebacker. Let's go after Zaire Franklin. No, we still don't have the money. That's right, because so go back up to all, to top 100 there. Sim it again. We did get Ardarius Washington. Are we gonna get Chris Boswell? Not this week. Okay. So that's fine. We're probably not gonna get that Mike linebacker. Let's advance the week. Mock draft 5 has us going after Josh Clavijo or Clavijo. Why would I do that? I just got Kayvon Thibodeau back. I just want to get him at this point, man. There you go. Chris Boswell's our new kicker. Been doing great for me in fantasy. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to adjust the depth chart. Hey, if I edited you to be a tackle. So right now you are at a 78 overall. If I say you to right tackle, you'd be a 78 overall. Save changes. Just not update. Yeah, 78 overall. At right tackle, but we don't. Actually, I want you to be a guard. I thought Evan Neal was a guard for some reason. Was a tackle for some reason this whole time. I don't know why. Right guard. Save changes. What does that put you at? True 79 overall. You're absolutely going over Neal. We can get somebody to replace Jawan Taylor, who is still something we need to do. Which is something we need to do there. There we go. We actually have that Evan Neal situation solved. Let's see if we can trade him away. So if I put in my, well, let's just try to get some decent picks here. Round 2, Evan Neal for a round 2 pick. Okay, I might be able to. So just based on that, okay, and then I can give a future round 2, and there we go, easy. So Evan Neal has been shipped off for that. So I know we got Tyler Noob in there. He's actually a star now. Cornerbacks are good. Actually, D tackles are probably our biggest position of need. Other than a secondary Mike linebacker and somebody to replace Bobby Okereke when he's done. So D tackles are really what we need to get after. Leonard Williams is the no. I actually already have negative $6 million in cap space because of that Evan Neal trade. I'm assuming. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sim these extra 2 weeks here. Do the free agency recap. Hello, Javon Dexter. Leonard Williams still out there, actually. Now, private workouts. Yeah, both of these guys are kind of garbage. Can look at combine stuff. You want to look at bench. Mac Vernon had the highest bench. Let me view his player card here. Yeah, elite strength. He actually looks pretty solid, so I think Matt Vernon's a good option there, good candidate. At D tackle. I mean, probably actually we need to look at bench there too. Nose tackles are generally good, so we're going to go after those guys. Let's go ahead and confirm. And then let's go into scout players, prospects. Left tackle, combine, bench. So Mac Vernon, we're going to favorite. And then at D tackle, we're going to go ahead. We're going to favorite Rashawn McLeod and Robert Long. That way I can just go into favorites and check their overalls pretty simply. So I'm going to go into scout the college players, prospects, attributes, fine, favorites. So I should probably go after Rashawn McLeod first. And then maybe Ben Wilkins, if he's available. Okay, so with the first overall pick, my Chicago Bears are going to take Eddie Foster, D tackle. That's fine. Simming to my pick, make my selection. Gonna go to favorites. And we've got to go ahead. We've got to take Rashawn McLeod. Number 31 in true value, and I got him at 24. That is not an A-plus pick, but normal dev is not great. But he's got that 97 strength. That's going to be solid. He's going to be solid for us. So, simming to my next user pick. Favorites. Dang! Oh, man. Those other guys that got scouted, those other guys that I scouted got picked up. Yeah, it turns out I don't really need safety. We did get that D tackle. No, why not go ahead and pick up a second one? Number 20 in true value, and I got him at 63. Hidden dev. There we go. Either of my favorites left? Nope. To be expected, honestly. Mike. You actually have some solid stats there. I don't like your physicals, but your skills are decent, so. Number 41 in true value, and I got him at 85. There we go. Hidden dev. And with that, I'm going to sim to the end of the draft. Oh, Jalen Smith retired. Good for him. Tavondre Sweat gets traded to the Colts from the Titans. Teron Johnson traded from the Bills to the Browns. Ramon Iglesias gets picked last by the Steelers. Oh, I don't like the fact that they've got two of those good things for guard and defensive end on the Ravens. Let's take a look at the draft recap. So Rashawn McLeod 78, Bryce Armel 77, Bryce Armel 78. Carson Abram 76 overall Mike. We got a 72 overall rookie tight end. 72 overall wide receiver in Rashad Clark, and then 67 overall left edge in Sean Geddes. That's actually a solid draft. Go into my managed team, adjust the lineup, generate the new lineup. We did not get a new tackle. That's fine. Tight end? My tight end over here? Playing backup center? Okay, I guess. My backup tight end is also my backup center and backup fullback. Interesting. Because I think I'd rather have him be my starting fullback. Get him some reps in. All right, so another thing I am going to do is I am going to go in and I'm going to change that that playbook. Because I had chosen Philadelphia because I felt like I wanted to develop Jackson Dart more. And I felt like Philadelphia probably throws the ball more than Baltimore, but we're going to run Baltimore because I want to use Cam Scadaboo more effectively. Oh, and another thing, we do have that solid group of D tackles now. So there we go. He's already got high morale. He's going to do well here, I think. All right. What's the position battle that we've got going on? It's Tyrone Tracy Jr. again. Yeah, you're not ready. And then we're going to get a text from Cam Scadaboo. Like, he's behind Singletary. Like, Tyrone Tracy, I think, is behind Singletary right now. Potentially. Either way, he like first of all, that thing is no, he is actually my guy. I have Kamani Vidal. I don't have Singletary anymore. I don't see him in here. Whatever. Scadaboo is just better. He's gonna fit better with this offense. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna change the scheme. So power run West Coast. So West Coast power run is what we're gonna run there. Yeah. We're gonna run base 3-4. There we go. Get more scheme fits in there. All right. Sitting behind Abdul Carter. Yeah. I thought Burns was whatever. We have a solid squad. We didn't get rid of Thibodeau. He's our backup. He's a good backup. We're gonna sim to that regular season. Keep the auto-generated rookies. Gonna look at re-signing. Who do we need to re-sign? Drew Phillips. We have money to do it. But it's a lot of important people to re-sign. Yeah. I don't really know. It's basically every position. So scouts. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and fire every one of these scouts, right? We're gonna go into weekly strategy. And we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna throw in Scouts Honor there. Confirm loadout and advance. We're gonna simulate the training. And now we have the ability to hire a bunch of tier 3 scouts. So, D tackle, offensive tackle, hired. Linebacker safety hired. Interior O-line and edge hired. Mike and running back hired. So you get to be northeast, southeast, central, west. There we go. Let's try this. All right. We are a great team.
Second drive of the game, first for this offense, and they have it in a tough spot. Backed up to
All right, our first drive from our 9 starts at our 9. He's gonna get us. He's gonna get us -2 yards. Y trail. Yeah, the run hole didn't open up until after I'd already started going. Oh! Oh, threw it that too early. I was hoping he'd turn up the field there. Gonna take the risk. Oh, he doesn't hold on. They're gonna go ahead. Yeah, they have the points over us right now. Oh, man. It said field goal, but it's now giving me actual plays, so. All right, we are in the red zone.
Let's drop you back in the action here. Football in the red zone. They're looking for a touchdown, but right now the focus is getting 7 yards on third down.
There we go. That's the touchdown. We tie the game up.
Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line.
How is he just gonna? He didn't. Like he didn't register the tackle. It looked like. That should have been a sack by, or at least a tackle for loss by Jalen Carter, but no. Yep, that's gonna be a 2-minute warning.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
He's gonna get sacked by Brian Burns. All right, I don't know if I could pull this off with the lag, but here we go.
It's a 36-yard attempt.
Certainly cannot, but that's only a field goal.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their
2-minute drill.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, so should think of it. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, he bumped into the guy and couldn't get there in time because of it. Yeah, they don't. In previous games, they would just slip by him, but in this game, they simply cannot do that. That was not who I was throwing to, but okay. It's not who I was trying to throw to. Won't complain about a completion. All right. 4th and 1, I will not be punting.
Interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. These guys start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
They call their timeout. No, I called the timeout. I didn't call for it. I didn't hit a button to call for a timeout. He gets the ball. No, timeout. Timeout.
Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Giants. The Giants going to bring their 3rd and final timeout.
Substitute Delgado.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
That's the touchdown. We're going to take the lead.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the 3rd quarter? Pass taken. We are in the red zone. Time to get you back to the action as this offense comes up on a 2nd and 2.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
They go play action with Durham.
There we go.
Close game late here in what's been a fantastic ball game. The defense has 2 timeouts. The offense trying to preserve this lead late in the 4th. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. We'll get this up to about the
Just nothing doing there. He kept shedding tackles, and then another guy would hit him because he was in the pile there.
Let's go even with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Also, where is Scadaboo? Is Scadaboo injured? Oh, he just doesn't hold on. Yeah, I'm going to check to see if Scadaboo is injured or something, because Tracy keeps being in. He's not injured? Okay. He probably just has severe wear and tear or something. Substitutions, yeah, he's just, yeah. Eagles use the last of their timeouts.
It's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to Tracy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards.
Injury timeout.
2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a Two teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break.
Shoot. No! I realized after I had thrown. Oh, man. Okay.
Right back in this football game. They'll come up first and 10 here.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And here's incomplete to Moore.
Complete to 2-2 at
That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes, and we got a one-score game.
and a yard.
We are 8 points ahead.
Football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now on second down. Throwing is Hurts.
Broken up.
It's going to be incomplete.
For A.J. Brown.
This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still
I think they're still going to pass.
Here's third down now.
Yep.
Pass complete. He's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by play here on 31.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Back to throw.
That's going to stop the clock.
Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll find a man over the middle, a 2-2 upright.
I keep trying to hit stick, but that requires good timing, and I just can't with lag. And also, I'm usually too far away anyway.
Hurts is going to do himself. A little trick. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the throw.
Gain of 24 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do himself.
The ball is out. We get it back. There we go.
Has it along the play. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Yeah, well, it's not giving me that play. So we are
We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot, that's a motion play.
And they sent the man in motion.
I forgot it was a motion play.
It's gonna be a delay.
All right, we're going to be at 2nd and 12 on the 1.
Inching closer and closer to their own goal.
When you're backed up like that,
Listen, I prefer not to get safety because that's embarrassing, but
miss an assignment, they really get
ultimately, even that would win us the game. That's no safety.
He is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire.
We're going to win the game, 21-13.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this
Revenge game. Let's go ahead and advance this week. Who is Jay Compton? Whatever. We start the season off with a win against the Eagles. And then against the Panthers. So Drew Phillips is our best cornerback. I'd love to keep him here. He wants to be here. There we go. Dexter Lawrence, probably the best defensive tackle in the league. Give him 4 years. He's going to stay. Javon Holland does not want to stay here. We do have our Darius Washington. Okay. Listen, if he doesn't stay, then he doesn't stay, but I'd prefer it if he stayed. Tyler Nubin, bump you up to 5 years. That should do it. That should just about do the trick. Yep, there we go. Paulson Adebo, that's our CB2. Give him 3 years. That's enough easily. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Right, I didn't. That's right, I didn't extend Singletary. That's who I didn't extend. Tracy, why not? There we go. Theo Johnson, I can't afford. Okay, yeah. So there is definitely some stuff we're going to need to look into, like tight end. Well, actually, we did get that new rookie tight end, so that's good. But yeah, Chauncey Golston is probably not going to be able to stay. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter, I'm going to extend, or I'm going to accept the 5th-year options, and then, yeah. So we have that new rookie tight end that we got. He could probably fairly easily step in and replace Johnson. As nice as it would be to have Theo back, I just can't afford him. So we're gonna put Morris in. Would probably be a good idea to get another mic. Get some backup safeties in potentially. Wandale Robinson X Factor goes crazy. We don't have a good long snapper, but you can't draft long snappers anyway, so why would I do that? By that I mean literally you'll draft one and he'll be 23 overall no matter what you do. You can't get a good long snapper. Lions are the 1 seed, we're the 2 seed. Let's take a look at this regional focus scouting. Gonna set you to be Mike linebacker, I suppose. Right, we need a new left tackle. Okay. So offensive tackle. Of course, the guy who's good at offensive tackle. Yeah. Well, there is Nick Silver, so yeah, let's put him on offensive tackle. Put you on offensive tackle as well. We're just gonna set everybody to be offensive tackle, and then national can be whatever. All right. If we sim to the midseason. Cam Scadaboo now leads the league in rushing yards. And at national, we're going to try to replace the wide receiver that we're going to lose there. So, Javon Holland. I'll make it 3 years, $18 million for you to stay. There we go. Pretty big overpay, but I just kind of needed him. Darius Messau. We have Drew Tranquil and Micah McFadden. So it's not really important. Darius Slayton, we're going to lose you, and you're old anyway, so what does it matter? The rest of you, yeah, we're just going to accept these twos with your options, and then we're going to be golden. We are 7-0 at the midseason. The only undefeated team in the NFC. As we know from this previous year, you can be whatever at the midseason, but you can fall off hard in your last few games and you lose your 1 seed. All right, can we go into our week 11 bye undefeated? We do. We blow out Drake May and the Patriots 42-7. Cam Scadaboo, the first running back of the year to hit 1,000 yards. He's also got 9 touchdowns. He is thriving in this playbook. I forgot to look at the overall stats there. Cam Scadaboo, yeah, looking great. Jackson Dart, 30th in the league for passing yards. That's what happens when you use the Ravens playbook. 3rd in the NFL for rushing touchdown. Yeah, no, we're just boosting Cam Scadaboo here. Probably the Eagles would be better overall, but Scadaboo looking great. Let's take a look at everything in the NFL, shall we? So Josh Allen leads the league in passing yards. Passing touchdowns is James Compton with 29. Jeez. The rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterback leading the league in passing touchdowns is crazy. What is your overall? 82. So it's not like a mind-blowingly high overall. That's really good for a rookie, but still, like, he's got less interceptions than Allen too. Most intercepted quarterback is Cam Ward and Baker Mayfield, both at 10. Caleb Williams at 9. Highest completion percentages out of anybody who's played is Jackson Dart. And the lowest, Anthony Richardson is a Ram, but out of anybody who's really played, it is Bryce Young. Who's Presley? Okay. Most yards per game is James Compton. Highest rating is out of anybody who's played is Jordan Love. I don't like that. I don't like the Packers. Yards per attempt is Kyler Murray, but out of anybody who's actually played, really, who beat out Kyler Murray for the starting job? I don't know. Jordan Love. Longest pass is J.J. McCarthy with 94, and most sacks is Connor Mickle, the rookie quarterback for the Browns, who has 36. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the Cardinals, because I want to know who beat out Kyler Murray for the starting job. Lenora Sellers did. Okay. So Kyler Murphy, 81 overall. Lenora Sellers, 80 overall, but he's a superstar, and they're starting him, which makes sense. He's younger. He has more of an upside. All right. And we get our first loss of the season coming out of our bye week to Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. But sitting at 10-1, we are fairly solidly at the top of the NFC. The Bears are currently 5-6, so they are already doing better than last year, which I like to see personally. Let's go ahead. Let's focus some players. Should go ahead and focus a wide receiver. I'm gonna focus Sal Manuel. And then then the rest of it was O tackle. So let's take a look at these tackles. So combine. Oh, they haven't done that yet. It's actually probably better to do physicals then. Strength. Braden Sullivan is at the highest strength. So I'm gonna look at him. Right tackle. Let's go ahead and get a look at strength here. We got 2, Clifton Brown and Josh Claiborne. Honestly, Claiborne needs more scouting, but Clifton Brown is more likely to still be there. So that's what we're going with for right now. One new injury, it's Okereke and Slayton are hurt. Of course they are. All right, let's sim to the playoffs, see if we can get that 1 seed in that bye week. Make sure everything is still going here. There have been no issues. Yep. All right. Because I would hate to do all this and lose any recording. So, Scadaboo at the end of the season leads the league in rushing yards. That is what we like to see. Jackson Dart, 31st for passing yards. He had a terrible year for passing yards because we're on the Ravens playbook. That means he's just going to run it all the time. But rushing, Cam Scadaboo looking great, 18. Yeah, let's take a look at the NFL because I want to see how he compares to the NFL for that. So, most touchdowns is Cam Scadaboo and Javonte Williams tied at 18. Average per game, Cam Scadaboo 98.6. Only one other running back in the league averaged over 90, and that was Josh Jacobs with 96.3. He had a no fumble year. Most fumbles goes to Dylan Sampson, Rico Dowdle, Devon Achane, and Bucky Irving. He had the most broken tackles, the most yards after contact. Devon Achane had the longest run. The most downs played is Marco Sanchez, a wide receiver. That makes sense. Running backs don't see the field every time. Most attempts is Josh Jacobs, Cam Scadaboo at number 2. Average per attempt, Trey Tucker. Out of any running back is Saquon Barkley, our big rival there. Bijan also, and then Cam Scadaboo number 3 for running backs in average per attempt or average per carry. So he's doing great. No, that's not going to be a record. That's no records broken for sure, but like, oh, we go wild card. We lose the 1 seed to the Packers. We went 14. We lose a tiebreaker to the Packers at 14-3. That is heartbreaking. Because of the lag issues, I think I might sim. And also just how long the episode has been already. Yeah, I'm just going to sim the week. It's the Cardinals. We should beat them theoretically. We do. But now we're up against the Eagles, the 13-4 Eagles. And I can't sim that. There's just no way. We have the better offense, they have the better defense, and the better overall in general. By a hair. So let's go in, let's play these moments, and let's win this game. They knocked us out of the playoffs last year, but we started the season by beating them. We draw first blood and get the first score of the game. We got to stop them on this big third down.
They need to get it to the 27.
I predict the pass, so I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass commit.
He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone.
Picked off! Glad I extended him. Red zone alert from the 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Now, normally, that was a user pick. Normally, I sell those pretty hard. That is a massive overthrow by Jackson Dart, unfortunately. But normally I end up accidentally causing a... I accidentally give them too much space or cause a defensive pass interference. Oh, he does not... He gets a hand on it, but cannot get the ball, pull the ball in. We really need a first down above all else. He gets the first down. That's what matters here. Oh, just finds the backfield immediately before Scadaboo can do anything. Is he saying Mitch Trubisky? Oh, batted down by 98. I don't like curl routes, so I'm not going to run that play ever. That was highlighted there. Malik Neighbor is going to find the end zone with the ball. The Eagles get a field goal. We got 2 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock in this quarter. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. This game has so far been a little less laggy than previous ones, but it's still noticeable for me at least. Again, I don't know how it shows up in the recording on the actual video, but this is rough for me. Oh! I waited too long, and the defender gets in place for that interception with a massive acceleration. I knew it was going to be contested, but not that heavily.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
All right. Big third down, make the stop. They're going to pass here.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
Oh. My guy that was actually defending him backed up instead of actually hitting him. So now it's a tie game. They got a 2-point conversion and everything, so it's a tie game now.
Here's third and 7. Shotgun, it's Hurts.
We're going to pick up that conversion. Underthrows him.
On this third quarter of play.
All right.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here.
Fourth and inches. I don't like that.
Defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner. We're able to stop him short of the first down.
Yep, we're gonna get that on the sneak. There we go.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, the metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Oh. Stop just short.
Any defense, this quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's
Put down
a
the
nice
second. Can he find the end zone? He can. Big third down, make the stop. I'm not gonna mess with commits or anything. I need to stop going for those hit skips. I can't do it accurately with this lag. They're hard to get. They're hard to do well. They're hard to do perfectly with without lag. So like that is. Yeah, they're gonna run it out to the 2-minute warning here. Or not. Okay. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. I'm gonna go ahead and run commit middle. Third and inches.
It's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything done. When you look at the running yards, when you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get the first down. Oh, man. Shoot, I ran right past him. And out again. No! Overthrew him! Alright, it's overtime.
This third and 6.
The thing is, shedding those blocks like that is timing based. Yeah, he had to step on me. There was nothing I could have done. Shedding the blocks like that is timing based, and with the lag, that is very difficult. I managed to kind of shed the block there, but that's one of those times where this guy is just immediately open. And so he gets the ball off before any of my guys can get there.
The coverage by Jahan Campbell.
Oh, underthrown! If that was in stride, that was a touchdown. I should have bullet passed that because that's more likely to be in stride most of the time, I feel like. Nope, okay.
Incomplete. Good hands there
in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
There we go. Bullet passed it that time instead of lobbing it up. That's going to tie the game up. It said they're going for it on 4th. Guess we run punt safe now.
On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away.
Yeah, it is fake punt for sure. Bang! Scadaboo's gonna get that first down. Oh my goodness, caught on my own lineman who got pushed back super far. It's only giving me run plays. Why is it only giving me run plays? Shoot! Oh my goodness. I needed it. Like, don't. Why are you only giving me run plays? I'm probably within field goal distance, and that's the better option, I guess. Because, yeah, all we need is the field goal to win. Okay. They call a timeout.
As they'll discuss what's to come, as 4th down is looming. So out comes the veteran. Chris Boswell in a big spot. 47-yard attempt to win it in overtime.
Does he have the power? He does. It's good. Oh my goodness. Even with the lag, even without being able to see my timing.
Continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday.
They're going to the conference championship. In a very close win against the Eagles, and now we face the Detroit Lions, who knock the Packers out. The Colts knocked out the Chiefs. They're going up against the Bills. The 90 overall Lions versus the 89 overall Giants. The Giants score first. They have first and goal from the 7, though.
They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for first and goal. We go tonight. Here's a run.
Oh my goodness, we run committed middle, and he's just too good. Wait, that wasn't even Jahmyr Gibbs. Who was that? If that was Jahmyr Gibbs, that's reasonable, but I didn't know who that was there. Scadaboo's gonna pick up the first down. Injured Lion on the field.
It's 3rd and 4. And he will easily pick up the first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Goal coming up.
And the Giants first down. and goal at the 8-yard line.
Oh, I don't have the... Dude, if it wasn't Cam Scadaboo, if it was like DeAndre Swift or something, that would have been stopped so quickly because I didn't have the time to react to which way that defender was getting blocked in.
Are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Lions have sinned well for once too to get here. Scadaboo finds the end zone, stays standing. Okay.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Laporta in motion. By 20. From the gun, arms are down. It's gone.
There we go. Jahmyr Gibbs gets caught on his own defender.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
It's a pass. It's a pass. Oh, the defender sat there and did nothing. Okay. Once more a tie game, and oh man. Stop short. So that was Montgomery. Okay.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 9-yard line.
Oh. Would have been tackled if he didn't slip in that rain. And yeah. He comes down with it. Touchdown. In double coverage. I knew that was a bad ball, but I just went for it and it worked out. Or I knew it was a bad idea, not a bad ball, but it was actually a really good ball, apparently. Oh. Overthrown by enough that he couldn't bring it in properly. I mean, probably should have still held on to it, but... Malik Neighbors can't hold on. Fourth and 12, highly inadvisable, but I'm doing it. Oh, it bounces off my own guy.
Compelled to go for it. On 4th and 1, big ass. And the defense turns them away.
It's a turnover.
Like 20.
That's something you would never see in a real football game because that guy would just turn around and catch it. Oh my goodness, I can't aim properly either. Oh man. I can't predict how far they're going to keep running if they're going to cut because the lag and my already weird tackle, my already kind of bad tackle aim as well. Oh. That should never have been a first down. That last play.
We'll try again here. It's 2nd and
Hey, hold on. There's no football move, and it comes out of his hand, but he is down by contact. Okay.
On their feet.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun. It's up. That'll be caught. It's Jameer Gibbs.
I wish I could challenge that play, but it's not letting me. It's locked.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All right, Scott Jr. All right, they are going to leave 19 seconds on the clock for us. So now we have 16 seconds to do something. Oh, incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll drop it to throw. Here down the field.
Intended for Theo Johnson.
2 incompletions to start the drive.
Coverage by
And it
Terry
leads to
Arnold.
3rd down and 10. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
Incomplete. We lose. I honestly don't know if I would have been able to win that without the lag, even without the lag, but would have been easier to win for sure. Like, man, Cam Scadaboo's injured, but that doesn't matter anyway. Oh. All right. So it's a Lions Colts Super Bowl. James Compton MVP as a rookie is crazy. Coach of the year is still me. Offensive player of the year in the NFC is Cam Scadaboo. Defensive player of the year is Micah Parsons. Offensive rookie of the year is Jared McAllister on the Bears. Defensive rookie of the year is Eddie Foster on the Bears. Best quarterback is Jordan Love. Best running back is Cam Scadaboo. Best wide receiver is Devontae Smith. Best offensive lineman is Tyler Booker. Best defensive lineman, Micah Parsons. Best linebacker, I don't know how to say that. Diablo. Something Diablo. Best defensive back, Cooper DeJean. Best kicker, Joshua Carty. It's a really good team. It is. It just defense is hard, and the Lions win their first Super Bowl. Did any Giants retire? Chris Boswell and Kamani Vidal. Yep. Oh, but the AFC wins both rookies of the year anyway. But the Bears, hey, what was the Bears' record this year? 7-10, so that's better than last year, but still rough. We're going to accept the options of Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter. And everybody else is going to free agency where we cannot afford them. Because we have negative $870,000 in cap space. Jahmyr Gibbs wins the Super Bowl and goes into free agency, which is crazy. Xavier McKinney, yeah. Multiple 90-plus overall people. Young guys as well. All in free agency. And what's worse is that I cannot afford them. And Jack Campbell would be helpful to me. Hello, Brandon Aubrey. I'll probably pick you up once the actual season starts here. I'm sorry. There's probably not going to be as many videos about Madden right now because it is super hard to get motivation to play Madden when the game is like that. Okay, so left tackle. The combine highest bencher was Braden Sullivan, who I fully scouted and is around 2-3. Let's go ahead and see about Danny Moreland. Let's go see about Josh Claiborne. Then a wide receiver I'll go look at. Attributes. Let's go ahead and look at you. We'll confirm those. Okay. Let's go ahead, start this draft. The number 1 overall pick in the 2028 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Carlos Williams, left tackle. If I advance to my pick here, yeah, Nick Silver did go second. I'm hoping one of these guys will still be there. I'm gonna get Sal Manuel. Ranked 27 in true value, got him at number 30. Excellent. So, he, like, honestly, I kind of doubt it, but here's hoping. Yeah, okay. 327, and I got him at 94. Yeah, we're not getting that left tackle, but we're getting our wide receiver 3 probably. It is technically a right tackle that we need, but you get the point, because we're probably not getting. Salvador Soto, he's projected undrafted free agent. In the combine, he had the first for right tackles in bench press. But at college pro day, he had 33. And he's, yeah, as you can tell, a projected undrafted free agent. Pro day is probably more recent. Number 1 is Ben Bautista, left right now. He was 4th in the pro day. He's got elite acceleration. He doesn't look too terrible. 292 in true value. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to sim to the end of the draft at this point. That was, yeah. Should have grabbed one of those guys in round 1, but I wanted that. Oh, he's actually really good. Number 27 true value. 78 overall. How good was this draft? Jeez. So number 1 in true value was 87 overall strong safety from USC. Wasn't available because we picked at 30, but yeah. There was a left guard. There were multiple left guards I could have gotten. Who I probably could have put over at tackle. Yeah, this is a really good draft class. And so this is what that's what I was talking about with USC safeties. And let's go ahead and see if we can find his hit power. Hit power, 99 hit power, yeah. So he's already like insane. He's already an insane starter. Like, actually, if I go in, like, where does he rank in free safeties? He is the 8th. He is the 8th best strong safety in the league out of the draft. So that's what I mean by that. That's what I meant by that earlier. Don't know if you guys remember that because it's been a little bit. But that's what I meant by that. USC safeties with high hit power. I think it is specifically strong safeties too. They are just crazy. But that's gonna have to be all for this time. Longer one to make up for the fact that there have been few and there will continue to be very few Madden videos until this lag thing gets fixed. because man, oh man, it is not fun to play. It is so demotivating. But again, that is all for this time. I hope you have enjoyed. And if you have, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.